Shalom, shalom. Okay, you guys. So I am. This word has been in my spirit. I think since the 5th, maybe a little bit before, but I finally started to write it down on the 5th. But there is a refining going on, and some of us are going through transitions, and it seems a little more difficult than other transitions. But that's because there's a refining. There's some things that may have been hindering your faith that Abba is really trying to take out of you, or even some habits and things that Abba is really trying to remove. And I'm going to speak for myself that's trying to remove. And a lot of those habits honestly have to do with faith, holding on. To which level can we hold on? Will we trust him in everything, in all things? And this is something that Abba's been working on me with, because I know there's some things that I do not trust him with. I think I had this conversation before, and it goes so much deeper that even before, he's getting down to the root of things, to make sure that he can purify us and he can show us things. So refining means, I'm going to bring my other phone over here. So I went to Bible Hub, and if you see Bible Hub here, to refine, and you guys can go back and read the rest of this, but I'm going to give you the definition, as you guys can see here: to reduce to a fine, unmixed, or pure state, to free from impurities, to free from dross or alloy, to separate from extraneous matter, to purify, to defecate, as to refine gold or silver, to refine iron, to refine wine or sugar. This is something that they do with gold. They refine it. And that's what Abba does to us. He refines us. To purify what is gross, coarse, vulgar, inelegant, low, and the like. To make elegant or excellent. To polish, as to refine the manners, the language, the style, the taste, the intellect, or the moral feelings. And you guys can go on to become pure, to be cleared. Okay. Feculent matter. So as you guys can see, to refine is something so much deeper than to just transition. To transition, I could look it up here, but I have it written down. I just couldn't read my writing before. Refers to the process or period of changing from one state to another, or one state or condition to another. So it's moving, like you're transitioning, you're moving from one state to another. It doesn't mean that you're going in and perfecting. You can transition in something without being refined in it, or being refined, period. So in this, I feel like it is more of a refining as well as a transitioning. So some people may be having more of a difficult time at, in this transition, in this movement, going from one place to another, going from one condition to another, going from one state to another, because you are also being refined as you are transitioning. Sometimes these two take place separately, like you're being refined, yes, and then you are transitioned. But again, in this transition, you are in something new, and you're also being refined. So it is more difficult. One scripture that I received was Zechariah 13. I'm going to do verse 8 through 9. And it shall come to pass in all the land, says Yahuwah, that 2/3 in it shall be cut off and die, but 1/3 shall be left in it. I will bring the 1/3 through the fire, will refine them as silver is refined, and test them as gold is tested. They will call on my name, and I will answer them. I will say, this is my people, and each will say that Yahuwah is my Alua. So this is kind of what's going on in this situation. There is a refining happening. There's a transitioning happening. It is a testing of faith. There was another one that I wanted to read if you guys are patient. It was 1 Peter verse 1, or chapter 1, verse 6 through 7. Give me 1 second. So here's 1 Peter chapter 1, verses 6 through 7. In this you greatly rejoice, though now for a little while, if need be, You have been grieved by various trials, that the genuineness of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perishes, though it is tested by fire, may be found to praise, honor, and glory, the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay? All right, sorry guys. So in this, it's testing of your faith. It says, though that the genuineness of your faith being much more precious than gold that perishes. So gold can perish, but your faith is more precious than gold. That's what it's saying. So it is being, though gold is tested by fire, that is exactly what is happening with your faith. But so that way you can start to praise and honor and glory at the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach, of our brother. Because as you go through these trials, as you're being refined, you start to see how Yahushua walked through everything with major faith. How he would always tell somebody, go forth, your faith has made you whole well. Ye of little faith. That is a major thing, is ye of little faith. So you go through these things to refine yourself, to build your faith, to make it stronger, because it is more precious than gold. Your faith can get you into places. Your knowing of who Yahuwah is through Yahushua HaMashiach can get you into places that gold can't even get you into. It can open doors that gold cannot even open, that connections at times cannot even open. The only connection that you need is your connection to the Most High. So you continue to hang on, and that is what's going on right now, that refining. So I know that it seems hard. I know this video may be all over the place a bit, but it was very important to get that out, refining versus transition. Do not confuse your refining season for transitioning and vice versa. You can literally be put in a place and not be refined. Saul at one point was ready to be king, but there was no refining as he was king. He did not refine. He did not allow himself to become refined in character, and he lost that position to David. He lost that because of his character. He was not being refined. So allow Abba to refine you in this season. Though it may be painful, though you are going through the fire, you will come out not burned, just like the Hebrew boys. I pray that this blesses somebody and explains maybe, kind of what you're going through in this season. And until next time, you guys, shalom.